know if you're dealing with low testosterone? We really first want to look at signs and symptoms. They are the most important aspects of this. And then we want to correlate that with lab values. So let's go through some of the signs and symptoms of low T. The way I like to think about this is a little acronym, SMFM, Sexy Motherfucking Man. This acronym, really, it's a funny little acronym. Actually, my friend Gary Leak, who also is involved with Metabolic Effect, came up with this because it says in a very succinct way exactly what you should be looking for when you're thinking about, do I have low testosterone or not? The sexy part of this is really about motivation, drive, ambition, your mood, your winning spirit. A man with adequate testosterone is going to have motivation, drive, ambition, is going to have a positive mood, not depressed, not anxious, stable, and have this sort of winning sort of way about him. He's going to want to win at something. Remember, testosterone is the winning hormone. The motherfucking part is really about sort of sexual stuff. Low libido, decreased frequency and quality of erections, especially morning and nighttime erections, are an early warning sign that testosterone has been falling or is not adequate in the male physiology. And then the other piece of what makes a man is the way the male body looks, that V shape, that ripped abdominal section, or at least flat, not too much fat around the belly, and also a musculature that is male in orientation. Wide shoulders, muscular arms, leaner legs. Remember, testosterone as compared to estrogen. Estrogen stores fat around the hips, butt, thighs, and breast. Testosterone is really about a thinner waist, a muscular legs, lean legs, and arms. So when you start storing fat around the chest, man boobs, or you start getting excess fat around the midsection, you can basically start saying, okay, testosterone might be falling, especially if the arms and legs start getting puffier and taking on more the shape of a woman. It's interesting that as men age, they start to, once they get through andropause, start looking more like women. They get much softer through their chest tissue and in their lower body. And women actually do the same thing, right? Because they become more male-like. So as we get very old into our 60s and 70s, men start looking more like women and women start looking more like men. Testosterone is what keeps us with that male muscular shape. And so this sexy motherfucking man acronym, SMFM, this is how you should feel as a man. High libido, increased frequency, quality, desire for sex, strong and lasting erections, motivation, drive, ambition, a winning spirit, lean midsection, lean around the arms, the legs, and the chest, and also increased performance and recovery in the gym. This is what you want to be looking for. And if you have any of these symptoms, you really want to sort of be looking and essentially saying to yourself, okay, I better, maybe consider that testosterone levels are low. One of the ways I like to think about men with high testosterone is the warrior mentality. Warriors have this sort of very solid way about them. They know what they stand for. They know what they fight for. They know what they're willing to bleed for. They feel fear, but they attack it anyway. This is sort of the essence of men. Men are not timid. Testosterone keeps us from being more timid. Even though we might have fear, we tend to act and want to win and be driven, and we're not timid in that respect. So lethargy, timidity, neediness, sadness of the mood, these are all things that can point to testosterone issues. And then of course, any type of performance issues, whether in the bedroom or in the gym, especially low desire for sex or low motivation for exercise and decreased performance in either, is another way to think about this as well. There's a questionnaire that is often used called the ADAM questionnaire, which stands for Androgen Deficiency in the Aging Male. And this is a basic questionnaire that can be useful for men. It is basically 10 questions, and here it is right now. You're looking at it. Do you have a decrease in libido, sex drive, yes or no? Do you have lack of energy? Do you have a decrease in strength and or endurance? Have you lost height? Have you noticed a decreased enjoyment of life? Are you sad and or grumpy? Are your erections less strong than they once were? Have you noticed a recent deterioration in your ability to play sports? Are you falling asleep after dinner? Has there been a recent deterioration in your work performance? If you answer yes to number 1 or 7, or if you answer yes to more than 3 questions, you may be dealing with low testosterone, and you're definitely going to want to correlate this with a testosterone blood test.